Welcome to the Elise Morgan Experience, the podcast where transformation meets sass, where personal development gets a New York attitude, and where we're not afraid to tackle those controversial topics head on. I'm your host, Elise Morgan, a life coach, author, and transformational speaker on a mission to help you live a life you absolutely love. Whether you're going through a challenge or chasing dreams, we are going to unlock the secrets of the law of attraction, conquer your self-doubt, master your mind, and navigate life's curveballs with a smile. And it's not just about me talking at you. It's about us together exploring the incredible power that lies within you. So get ready to embark on an exciting journey to create a life you love with me leading the way with my unapologetic authenticity, straight talk, humor, and love. Buckle up and hit subscribe because this isn't just a podcast. It's an invitation to a life-changing experience. Let's make some magic happen. Hello world. Welcome to the Elise Morgan Experience. I'm your host, Elise Morgan, and this is episode 10, Accountability. This is the second of my 8 A's to life and happiness. And oh, this one is so freaking important. And it's the one that so many people have a hard time with. In fact, accountability is what most people do not want to have. If you notice the way we sometimes think, it's usually someone else's fault, or someone caused it, or someone wronged us, blah, 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 right? But it is we who are accountable for ourselves. And many people may blame you for their shit too. But guess what? You are not accountable for their shit. Only your shit. We tend to do this blame game to explain our feelings or what has happened to us or is happening, but blaming others or things or situations is actually a form of giving up your power. It may feel like you're off the hook when you blame or make excuses or speak if the onlys. If only they did this, or if only they did, they didn't do that, then all would be well in my world. Nope. It doesn't work like that. When you own your part and become accountable for you, it actually empowers you. You are now in charge of yourself and your actions. You control your part, and that is power. When I speak about power, I speak of the power within you, the power of the universe, the power that creates worlds that is in you. And by the way, call that whatever you want. The divine, call it God, call it the universe, call it the ultimate consciousness, whatever. Really, any way you want to say it, that you feel connected to it, for it's all the same thing with different names, at least in my opinion. So, the power within you is not me speaking about being powerful over someone. I'm speaking about being powerful from within, for you and your well-being and your happiness. We want so badly sometimes, but we cannot control other people. We can only control ourselves and our connection to the power within us. Some people are the opposite of not wanting to take responsibility. These people feel responsible for everything, which really is basically a form of low self-esteem. Constantly thinking everything is your fault, even things that are not in your control. People like this, they find themselves saying sorry a lot and, stuff like that. That is not the accountability I want you to have, obviously. We cannot be accountable for other people, only ourselves, and how we treat others. I've said that a lot so far, right? Because it's so true. So, yes, of course, if you are a caretaker or a parent, you are responsible for others, but that is not what this conversation is about. This conversation is about you taking your power back, and being accountable and responsible for your thoughts, your actions, and how you show up in the world. And this pertains to having accountability, or even, let's use the word, take credit for. Some people like it that way better. For your health, your weight, your words, your actions, showing up in the world. And this also ties into the first A I spoke about from the last episode, which is awareness. So if you didn't, listen to that yet, go listen to that one if you didn't, because everything, my 8 A's all tie into each other. So of course, first you have to have awareness before you can have accountability. So go check that one out. If you didn't listen to it yet, try and stay up with me here with my 8 A's. So all the 8 A's, I said feed off each other. So you want to get the whole 8A experience. Anyway, taking responsibility or accountability or credit, however you want to word it, for let's say your health and weight, for instance, would be not blaming society for, not accommodating your needing 2 seats on an airplane, let's say. Yeah, I said it. I went there. But it's just giving an example. Or blaming genetics, or I have no time, or whatever excuses. You want to be responsible to be your best you, mind, body, and soul. Or at least be aware that it is you and not anyone else's accountability. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole on this either, on this episode of, talking about, I don't want this episode to be talking about health and the weight, and the example I gave. It's just an example. It's giving the example. So let's not go down there. But anyway, sometimes the accountability is what you allow as well. And what does that mean? For instance, for me, or anyone for that matter, who is in or was in toxic, abusive situations, we tend to see and focus on what is happening to us. And why is this person doing this to us? And how can they do it? I can't believe this. And this is horrible. All the things we feel. And I'm not getting into the nitty gritty of dynamics of abusive relationships today. And I'm not negating the feelings that we have when we are in these abusive relationships. What I'm trying to get at here for this episode is, what I'm saying is, even though something is being done to you, the accountability comes into play on our part is, why are we allowing it? That's where awareness kicks in here too. Because why are we allowing it? It means we're asking ourselves that question. And that is part of taking our power back, because yes, what we allow is what will continue. So being accountable is saying, why am I allowing this? And then, looking into that, maybe getting help, all the things. So here are some questions for you to help you be, more aware of your accountability, and to give you thought-provoking questions to ask yourself to bring you to your own awareness of your own accountability or lack thereof. So here we go. Do you find it challenging to admit when you're wrong or you've made a mistake? Or do you find yourself feeling like everything is your fault and you're always apologizing for things you didn't even do wrong? How comfortable are you with taking full responsibility for your actions, words, health, etc., without shifting blame? Are you aware of any recurring patterns where you consistently avoid accountability? Or any recurring patterns where you consistently take on too much responsibility and accountability? Are you prone to deflecting blame onto external factors rather than examining your role in a situation? How do you handle conflicts in your relationships? Are you quick to blame, or do you engage in constructive problem solving? Or do you take the blame for all the conflicts? Do your actions align with your words and intentions? Are you open to criticism, or do you tend to become defensive? I hope these questions provoke thought and perhaps ownership, or even just an understanding of yourself, or even someone else. Many people you encounter will not take responsibility for their actions. They just won't. They never will. And that's okay, because you can't make them, but you can understand them. Because not taking responsibility is a weak character trait and is usually common or coming from a narcissistic type of personality, because in their eyes, they usually can do no wrong. Nor does this personality like to seek guidance or help. I find most people like this aren't willing to grow as a person, and would definitely not take the time out to either listen to an episode like this or reflect on their own behavior. But that's okay. I'm here to help the people that are willing to learn and grow. So I hope this episode helps someone to understand the importance of accountability of oneself, and to remember that it's actually taking your power back, and that the blame game is weak. Accountability is power. Blame game is weak. Do you want to be powerful or weak? It's the question of the day, right? All right. If you want to be more a part of my world, please follow me on social media. I also have my email address in the links. What I mean is, I'm getting tongue twisted here. So my social media links and my email address are in the show notes. So if you'd like, you can even personally reach out via the email, or just follow me and become more part of my world in the links, especially, join my private Facebook group, and I can get to know you even better. I look forward to seeing you there. I look forward to getting to know you and to help you be the best human you can be and live the life of your dreams, no matter what is going on in your life right now. That is my mission here. So, till next time, I wish you much love and light.